Good day, everyone. I thought this was kind of funny. We're turning out the horses into the new pasture. Tess just turned out the first horse, which is Boss. I'm putting out hay, and the cats are following me. Just for no other reason than to be sociable. We have the friendliest barn cats here. That's Maverick. The black one is Mr. Bingley. That's Maverick, who just flopped down. Here comes Boss and his sister Missy, Maverick's sister Missy. Brother and sister were born in the barn on Mother's Day several years ago. And the mother of those two cats is Misa. Misa's in love with Mr. Bingley, but Mr. Bingley was here first and I got him as he was neutered. I had another cat. Whoop, cats are crazy. I had another cat, Mr. Darcy, which is why he's named Mr. Bingley, because I love Pride and Prejudice. I love Jane Austen, but Pride and Prejudice is my favorite. I had Mr. Darcy first, then I got Mr. Bingley. They grew up together. And then Misa showed up, had kittens. Maverick and Missy were born in the barn, in the hay room, along with 3 other kittens. And that's a whole story. I got all 5 of the kittens spayed and neutered, rabies shot, microchipped, and I homed 3 of the other kittens to other horse farms. I was super lucky. I had friends that wanted barncats. So I kept Missy and Maverick. Tess wanted to keep Maverick and I wanted to keep Missy. The sad part of this story is that Mr. Darcy, who, I don't want them to hear me, but Mr. Darcy was my favorite cat. And Mr. Darcy disappeared here about, I want to say about 6 weeks ago. I had him for about 8 years. I have a tough time with it because I know that, you know, barn cats, they live differently than cats that are in the house. I think they live a great life. I feel like any barn cat I would love to be a barn cat. They don't have to be in the house. They have their colony, or as my husband likes to call them, he likes to call them the pride, because they all move together all the time. He's in charge, Mr. Bingley. Misa's not with us right now because she's, I think, over there by the round pen. These cats just ate, but Mr. Darcy was here first. And I feel like barn cats, they live a great life, but I don't know that their life is as long as a house cat's, but I feel like it's a very happy one because they get to be cats. They get to be outside, they get to hunt, they get to live in their colony. They live the way that cats are supposed to live. Cats are predators, you know. I gotta say my heart's a little broken. He has not come back. I don't think he was feeling really well the last time I saw him. He didn't really want me to pick him up, and I put him on my lap, and he was kind of whiny and lethargic, and it was really, really hot that day, and he laid on the concrete in the tack room, and I put the fan on for him, and he ate and everything. But after that, I never saw him again. And my neighbors have a nice property here with some woods. There's several properties through the woods on another road, but they get to live back there in the barn and in the woods. They live in the hay room, they have beds, I still feed them, of course. I don't believe in the theory that you shouldn't feed your barn cats so they'll hunt. These cats will stop eating to hunt. I've seen it many times. And I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. I don't like it. Now, I did tie one of my t-shirts to the back fence back there, a t-shirt that I sleep in, so it smells like me just in case he comes back. I'm not giving up hope yet, but we had a cat when we moved here that was an older cat. She was gone for 3 months, and then one day she showed back up. I got high hopes that Mr. Darcy will show back up, but I also fear that I know that these cats that were born wild, and I know for a fact that he was trapped in the city that's next to us, and he was trapped at some warehouse, so I adopted him, and he lived here as a barn cat for almost 9 years. They live a different life. I feel like I gave him a good life. He was my favorite cat. I made no bones about it. I told everybody I knew. I just hope that if he passed away, that it was not painful. I just hate that he wasn't with me, if that's what happened, but maybe his needs aren't what I think they are. Maybe he would rather be alone. I don't know. I'll never know unless he comes back. I know he went back there into the woods where he always hung out during the day and hunted. He hung out in our obstacle pasture back there most of the time, most of the days, and there's a wood pile back there, and he loved to sleep in that thing, and he'd come in the barn and eat and be very sociable during lessons. And I feel like Boss also, let's just point this out, empathetic animals. I'm about 12 feet away from Boss. I know for a fact that Boss just came up to me to comfort me because horses, this doesn't have to do with barn cats, but horses are empathetic animals. He can detect my heart rate 8 to 10 feet away. Maybe it's my tone. He knows that I'm not happy about this situation. I love that cat so much, but I think that Boss was just trying to comfort me. So I thought I would share that with you. It started with these cats following me. They're still with me. Look at them. Hanging out with me. I love these cats. I didn't even hurt their feelings saying that Mr. Darcy was my favorite, or is my favorite. I hope still is. These cats just live a good life. I hope that Mr. Darcy lived a good life if he's in cat heaven now. I hope he's not, but he might be, and I have to accept that. And I also hope to think that he enjoyed his life living as a barn cat on a horse farm. And that's it. You know, you can ask me anything about horses, anything at all. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.